I have a question. So in Dutch you say, steek je vinger op. Or steek je vinger in de lucht. Put your finger up. Put your finger in the air. In English we say, raise your hand. I kind of like the finger because it's sort of pointier, sharper. What it's doing in this gesture, which means you're asking a question, is you are breaking through a glass ceiling, a glass wall, a glass bubble that surrounds us, and yet we break through. And we can do it with the power of one little finger. It's just 3 little letters. A-S-K. Ask. Seems so simple, right? We have the questions, but the difference between having and asking can be pretty wide. Now, in fact, in many cultures, there are entire linguistic sayings that don't want you to do that. They don't want you to stick out above everyone else. In Russia, they say the tallest blade of grass is the first to be cut. And in Japan, they say the nail that continuously rises above will always get hammered down. And we can't leave out the Dutch. You'd think there'd be like a tulip field thing going on with a tall tulip. Couldn't find that reference. I did find reference to, of course, water and ground level, and it's boven het maaiveld uitsteken. You got the groundwater, and you're rising up above it. So with all of this cultural pressure to not stand up, I get it, you know. We let the other guy ask the question. I mean, if the question is, you know, what's 7 plus 4? He can ask it, she can ask it, I still get the answer. It's 11, got it. I'm good, right? So the difference is when the question becomes personal. Now, I can think of 2 people right here who have a burning question that they struggle to ask. They don't necessarily dare to stand up, you know, put the finger in the air and all that and be noticed. And one of them is, starts with M, me. Yeah, I often don't dare do it. I hold in my questions. I'm scared. The other one begins with a Y. You. So, if we let the other person ask the question, that should really work out, right? Yeah, 7 plus 4, get it, 11. What if the question turns a little more personal? What if it's something that's going to have an effect on the trajectory of your life? Maybe it's just the next few hours. Maybe it's the next few years. But if you don't ask the question and someone else does, what might be the difference? It might be you're on the train to Paris. You don't have a reservation. There's a seat. It's a couple seats. The question is that seat taken? You just made a connection that you wouldn't have had otherwise, had you not asked. You're at work. You have an idea for a new project you'd like to talk with your boss about. If you don't come up with it, someone else might. This one is yours. Hey, John, could we talk about my project idea? You just made a connection. You just made a difference. You just stood up in that blade of grass. If I still don't have you with why it needs to be you, all right, here we go. There's me. There's him. There's her. If he asks, let's see how that's going to turn out. Will you marry me? Kind of see how it's not really going to work out the same way you thought if you didn't ask the question. What is it? What is it about standing up above the crowd, getting chopped off with a blade of grass? What's going to be the difference? As you stand out, as you take that thing that's inside of you that you know you want to ask, and you're not doing it, what's going to be the difference between being in here? You ready? You ready? The difference between inside, letting it out. Be gone, the hammers. Be gone, the Russian sickles. The difference between letting it in and festering and you being so bold as to ask.